of innovation into prototype, which is being delivered. This workshop is being delivered by Dr. Kishore from Chennai. Dr. Kishore is professor at Chennai in Satyabama Institute. Last year also he has given the event on Lean Startup. He is very expert person and 2 times awardee of best faculty. He has in his credit a few eminent publications. So today for the delay, first of all, I will excuse Kishore sir for the delay, but I will at the same time, I will acknowledge you sir for being available. Over to you sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, thank you for that introduction. And let me try to share my PPT.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
Help him. He wants to.
is it visible, ma'am? My PPT is visible?
Sir, your screen is visual, not a PPT.
Screen is visible, not the PPT. Okay.
Now you can start with your PPT.
Yeah, one second. Anything, one second. Where is it?
மினிமைஸ் பண்ணலாம் இல்லையா? இதுக்கு கீழே இது அந்த பக்கம் மூவ் பண்ணுங்க சார். அந்த பக்கம் மூவ் பண்ணுங்க சார். இது
That's okay. Ma'am, even I have sent my PPT to you.
Sir, firstly open your PPT and you, whenever you start your sharing screen, you will find 2 options. One is the screen and second one is Windows. You will find your PPT in Windows.
Acha, 1 minute.
Firstly start your PPT. Now start your sharing option. The sharing option, window option will be there.
Yeah.
Just click on it. You will find your PPT.
Perfect. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. Wait. Yeah. It's visible. Now you can start.
Yes. So, good afternoon once again to all, and thank you, Dr. Aparna Madam, for inviting me again, and all the faculty friends and students. Today, the topic is all about conversion of innovation into startup. I want to confirm once again that am I audible? My voice is clear?
Yes.
And can you see my PPT? Is the slides are
yes,
rolling
yes.
down? Yes. Then
sir will be, excuse me, will be winding up to 30 minutes.
No, that's okay, ma'am. Yes, perfect. So today's session is a little special for me as well because I'm not presenting from my place, right? I'm in a place where down south Tamil Nadu, Kanchipuram, where in which I have adopted a school and I'm just mentoring Atal Tinkering Lab. And from the lab I am presenting today, which is little special because in this lab we have done a lot of innovation projects in the last 1 year with 8th class and 9th class students. I hope that I am addressing now university students. बट अगर यहाँ तो स्कूल का बच्चे यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट बट यहाँ तो स्कूल का बच्चे लड़कियाँ वो लोग तो कर रहा है प्रोजेक्ट्स छोटा प्रोजेक्ट्स है आर्डिनो से प्रोजेक्ट्स है 8th क्लास 9th क्लास में भी स्टूडेंट्स तो बहुत बड़ा काम कर रहा है यहाँ लैब में सो ये इंस्पिरेशन का जगह है इस जगह से मैं दे रहा हूँ आज पीपीटी सो आई एम वेरी मच indeed happy to address all of you because you can even derive from this particular place where very small age group children are doing little wonders here because 1.5 months before even there is a TV show also they have done in this lab with all the works of the students. So this is where a lot of innovation takes place. Any kind of innovation for that matter rolls between these
Sir, may I interrupt you, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, there is the option in the left hand side, all tools, just cross it.
All tools?
Cross it, left hand side. There is the option, all tools. close that window. All tools.
Is there any problem because of that? Okay,
It's
okay.
showing the left hand part. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Is the PPT is visible now?
No, sir, it's not.
It's
No,
not
no,
visible.
not right now, not.
Okay, start.
Earlier it
Ega.
was.
Now it is visible.
No, yes, yes.
It's visual. It is okay.
Yeah, I have closed that all tools one. Okay. Now is this
Kindly
question
try
mark?
to move your PPT. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm able to show now the
Now it's
second one.
good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah, fine, perfect. So all the students, please listen that any kind of innovation starts with these two kind of mental states. One is a question mark, the other one is an exclamatory mark. So how it is possible for somebody and why I can't do it? Somebody is able to do this. मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता हूँ? ऐसे क्वेश्चन से स्टार्ट होता है कोई इनोवेशन. उसके बाद देर इज अदर वन कॉल्ड एज एक्सक्लेमेटरी, सरप्राइज. Oh, definitely. Is it so? Is it so wonderful? If it is so wonderful, if an engineering student of electronics department can do it, why can't I do? Today the situation is changed. A psychology student is also bringing out innovation. Last week I have addressed a group of psychology students in my university. They are coming with lots and lots of innovative ideas, better than engineering students. So here a degree is not a bar now because brain is similar to everybody. That is why we have two states. These are the starting points of innovation. You should closely observe that in which state you are, and definitely you can make your innovation journey. Start with these two states of mental ability. And when it comes to this, the title of today's topic Apanaji has given to me is Conversion of Innovation into Startup. So this is my innovative idea which has emerged out from one question or otherwise surprising state. But for that, what is happening here in this picture? This is also an innovative way of presenting the idea. Water is being poured to the small sampling here, right? So an idea is there, what is required, water has to be poured down. And this is nothing but mentoring. Today, whether I am taking a session for you, Aparnaji arranging some other resource person tomorrow. So every effort of teacher and university is nothing but mentoring. So we are mentoring, we are just sprinkling some droplets on your idea. But the soil should be fertile. What is the soil? Your brain, your thought process, your cognitive ability, your passion towards doing things should be so intrinsic. If it is intrinsic, definitely this but seed is going to become a plant or a tree depending upon the mentoring, the kind of mentoring you are receiving. And it is not only this, there is another point that is very important. This is a point. So I have a seed, I have an idea. My idea should get ripples to other students also. You need a team. In the journey of innovation to startup, individual doesn't matter. A team matters. What kind of team with you are working? What is the composition of team? What is the variety in the team? What is the skill set of your team members? For example, you are starting a restaurant business. A person is having money, an idea is somebody else, Teenscape. The restaurant name is Teenscape. Immediately it attracts all the teens, college goers, students, right? Pre-adolescent, adolescent students, because the name is given Teenscape. So idea of Teenscape, name is somebody's, money invested by somebody else, the person who manages that restaurant is somebody, and the person who advertises it is somebody. So that means 4 creative people are involved here in converting one small idea of Teenscape into a successful startup business in that particular town. Like any small town, you may have a chain of Teenscape restaurants within 1.5 years. You may be thinking, I thought Kishore sir will tell something technical. Why he is talking about restaurant here? We are finally ending up where? By the end of 20 minutes of this talk, we'll be ending up at startup. Startup का मतलब क्या है? एक आइडिया को हम एक बिजनेस मॉडल के तरफ लेना पड़ेगा. So in this journey, what should be necessary is what our focus of today's talk. What is necessary? A very good idea is necessary, and very good mentoring is necessary. Very good supporting system is necessary. थोड़ा सा financial aid भी चाहिए. Now universities are having enough ecosystem thanks to Institution Innovation Counseling and Government of India for giving lots and lots of support to the students of this country. And you have a very good innovation ecosystem developed from 2018 to till now, right? In the last 5 years of IIC, a very good ecosystem is prevailed in nook and corner of the country. TBIs are there, startup cells are there, institution councils are there, which are generally supporting the students. When we have done our engineering, when we have done our graduation, this kind of ecosystem is not there in the universities. We never heard a person from distant place coming and mentoring us in an online afternoon 12 o'clock. But this is happening from Chennai to Himachal Pradesh today. That is the level of support university is giving to you. So you're really fortunate. What is there for you is not there for your earlier generations. So you are expected to fare very well. So this kind of ecosystem should trigger other students also. For example, today you are listening 12 to 12:30. एक सार आए हैं चेन्नई से, थोड़ा सा बात किया इनोवेशन के जर्नी के बारे में, अच्छा लगा है. You should not stop with this. You should share with others. This is the meaning of this slide. A bomb is there, a bomb is swinging. This bomb should come back and hit other bombs. You should go and tell in the afternoon, today evening, tomorrow to your friends. These are the things that the Chennai professor has shared with us. In आधा घंटा में ये तो शेयर किया है. ऐसा ही है journey. You must be able to share with others. This kind of culture, this kind of infectious culture is necessary among the student community. Then only whatever steps, chota steps taken by the institution, management, officials, professors will reach to each and everybody in the university. It is a very slow process. You don't find exponential growth in this process, but 1 year after another year, you will find a difference in the university system, ecosystem. Okay, for this I call it as a startup movement. The movement is just like the bombs hitting one to another. From movement, today we are going towards culture. Movement से culture तक बहुत बड़ा journey है. कैसा है journey? Limited expenditure है हमारे पास. लिमिटेड एक्सपीरियंस है 5 साल के पहले. अभी तो एक्सपीरियंस है हमारे पास. हिमाचल प्रदेश तक कन्याकुमारी, everywhere we have experience now about innovation ecosystem. Expenditure also increased now. IPR facilities are available. Last time when I visited, when I came online to your university, I spoke about legal and ethical steps. So lot of support system is there legally also, and favorable taxation system is given by government to convert your innovation into startup. And also we have lot of models of startups. We have exclusively private limited, partnerships, LLPs. Lot of models are available. You are free enough to share whichever model you want. But there is a confusion here. Even when I about to start this particular lecture also, I was talking to the school correspondent. At around 11 o'clock, I entered into the school. Immediately, I went into the correspondent cabin. I asked the correspondent, what do you want me to do for next 1 year to your school? In 1 year, we have brought some innovation system. What next we have to do? Correspondent sir has told me that, sir, you make some patents in our school. You make our students to make some patents in our school. So at school level, we are talking about patents. Sorry, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes. Please go ahead.
Yes, at school level, people are talking about patents. Then university level, सोच कैसा होना है? So for that, I am proposing you a model. This is the model which we are using in our university. It is giving successful results. I am the convener of Institutional Innovation Council, but I have also started in our university 6 years before a small unit called as Innovation Hub. I have started one small unit, Innovation Hub. Now we are having 20 projects running parallelly with 60 students belonging to different branches of engineering. There are some students from computational engineering. There are from mechanical engineering. We have bio students. We have some psychology students. We have some MBA students. We have some students who are so good in content writing. So we made a team. We formed 6 clusters. All these clusters are handling now 20 projects. Tomorrow evening also we are having a mentoring session. I recommend you to conduct some boot camps in the university level itself. Normally we conduct boot camps at regional level, but it is time for us to step up our efforts to conduct some boot camps at university level. A lot of ideation is there at TRL level 4, TRL level 5. Lot of ideas are there. Everybody is coming with idea. Every student thinks that my idea is good. Of course idea is good, but idea has to be transformed into startup. Then what is the process? What kind of preparation you should have? What kind of scaling up you should do? What kind of team you should have? That particular ideation should happen in the student mind with the help of proper mentorship. That is why we also doing along with the 6C model. 6C means 6 cluster model of innovation. We are also having programs like TAUT, training the teachers, training the mentors. So when you form the clusters like this, interdisciplinary projects you can do. These are fusion projects. That means a mechanical student and an electronic student combining and giving a mechatronics product. A biotechnology student and electronic student combining and proposing a work. A psychology student is talking about cognitive abilities, and computing student is coming up with an algorithm where the cognitive abilities can be further enhanced. So this kind of hand-to-hand cooperation is required on one branch of graduation with other branch of graduation. We need nodal centers. We need people who can actually infuse these ideas, imbue this culture of innovation among the student community. So that is possible. So your ideation is ready and it is an innovative idea. When you call it as innovation, this is a bigger question. Innovation means what? Everybody should start thinking like Einstein. It is not required. Innovation is something where you go and solve the real-time problem. And if it is having some kind of social color also, it is so good. That means if your product is socially impactful, if it is giving a social impression, in that case it is so good. Your product is sellable in the market. It will have a market potential. That means innovation should solve a problem which is social relevance. That's very important. If it is having social relevance, your process of converting the innovation into startup gets spaced up. Like how you listen in WhatsApp, 1x, 2x, 1.5x, right? Speed. So if it is idea is at innovation level, if it is having social relevance, it goes to 2x level. That means speed बढ़ते हैं. So you can fasten your journey of startup. That is where it is so useful. In the next step is this one. Using this, even I have made a video also. I will share the video to Dr. Aparnaji later after this talk. Even students can get this video on this picture. What is so important is you have an innovation, you have to convert into startup. The most significant step is pitching this idea of innovation. How to rightly pitch it, right? Like how Mahendra Singh Dhoni is hitting a 6, last ball 6 in that World Cup, which we are celebrating still today, right? This perfect pitch into the gallery. The ball goes into the gallery straight and India leads the World Cup. So that kind of attitude an innovator should have when he or she is standing before the panel of angel investors. That is the turning point. That is the D-Day of your life. In the D-Day, your pitching of ideas should be very perfect. Like Mahendra Singh Dhoni hitting the ball into the gallery in the right note. In that way, you should hit the idea. Then you have to hit the idea in that way. Definitely, you must be confident about it. You should have a comprehensive idea about what you are talking, right? And you should be clear to what kind of target group you are giving your idea. For example, you are selling salt. You are selling salt. Can you sell salt near the seashore? Foolishness. Because the sea is having a lot of salt water, then you have small units of production of salt there. There is no point of selling salt near the seashore. You take this salt and sell in the forest, which is not easily available. Then your business will be flourishing. So you should choose in which place you are going to launch your startup, right? What kind of product you are making, whether the market is having potential or not. How do you promote your product? All these things should be very clear in your mind when you are pitching your idea before angel investors, which attracts good money to you. When you have good money, it is very easy to launch your startup. But before that, my dear students, you should also check this. Now, if you see this Yukti Innovation Contest, till last year in NIC and various competitions, even if your idea, if your innovation is a TRL 1, 2, 3, 4 also चलेगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. बट उसके बाद अभी ये नया ट्रेंड है कि TRL 4 है क्या, छोड़ दो. कोई TRL 4 के बाद कोई आइडिया है, कोई प्रोडक्ट है आपके पास, प्रोटोटाइप है क्या, टेस्ट किया है लैब में, वो है तो अभी अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. हम लोग तो देखते हैं, स्क्रीन करते हैं. सो अभी पहला पॉइंट, पहला कदम भी TRL 4 है. हमारा पहला कदम TRL 1 नहीं है अभी. In 2023, everywhere the scenario is changing. People are asking the starting point as TRL 4. So my dear student, just don't think that I have an innovation with me. Innovation का मतलब वो प्रूव करना पड़ेगा, लैब में प्रूव करना पड़ेगा. अभी एक ही जो छोटी स्कूल है यहाँ, रिमोट स्कूल है कांचीपुरम में, ये स्कूल में थोड़ा सा प्रोजेक्ट्स किया है लोग, लैब में वो प्रोजेक्ट्स किया है, उसके बाद ये अप्लाई कर सकते हैं. यहाँ स्कूल का लेवल में TRL 4 का प्रोडक्ट्स मिल गए तो यूनिवर्सिटी के लेवल में अब सोचना पड़ेगा क्या करना है. सो दैट इज़ वाई you must assess your innovation before others trying to assess you. That is very, very important. So you should know in which level you are, whether it is at a technology development level, demonstration level, whether subsystem का level हो गया, or whether you are testing your idea in the real-time environment or in the artificial setup, whether it is ready to launch, whether it is completely tested or not. All this stuff you should do it. You are the critic for yourself. If you are unable to do it, your teacher should do that. Your mentor should help you in critically assessing your innovation. Then after that, you should protect your innovation. That is the other step. But your innovation should be assessed thoroughly before you are pitching before any kind of financial aid that you are seeking. So I'll give you more clarity related to this TRL level where your innovation product sets into. One is basic principles. I am also not interested to discuss about TRL 4 because before pandemic TRL 4 trend, after pandemic world is very fast changing. Now India is in the post Chandrayaan 3 success. So it is sin that if we are talking at TRL 4, anything less than that. So now we are talking about TRL 5. You have your product. The product got tested in relevant environment. The product got demonstrated in relevant environment. Your prototype is ready. Then you are ready to launch your startup. Then you are ready to at least launch your startup before the investors or any kind of investor summit. And your TRL 8, your product is completed, qualified, you are good. You are a semi businessman now, and now you go take your product into a realistic environment, test it, and tell to the world that your product is competitive. My dear students, I'll be ending my presentation in less than 10 minutes. I'll tell you, let me spend 1 minute on this particular slide. There are 2 points that are crucial for you. Are you giving your product which is competitive in terms of money? Are you giving your product which is competitive in terms of size? Are you giving your product which is competitive in terms of usability? Right? Usability is very important. How easily you can take the product, right? The smartness, वो smartness के बारे में यहाँ बात करते हैं लोगों. Okay, is it smart? Your product is really smart. Is it competitive? Any one parameter you must be good enough. Then there is a chance, because in our university also, when the innovation ecosystem started, around 24 companies registered. Now in our university, we have 24 student companies got registered. Proper registration has been done as startup companies. But let me tell you, out of 24, only a few of them are really active in production stage, because now they are facing real-time difficulties when they are trying to scale up. when they are trying to sell their product, when they are trying to go for a mass production, decently mass production, they are having their own difficulties because somebody has done this stick, old age लोग stick है ना, protection stick, वो stick तो बन गया है, prototype बन गया है, वो बहुत अच्छा है देखने के लिए. अभी मास प्रोडक्शन को वो लोग देख रहे हैं यहाँ मार्केट में वो स्टिक 1000 rupees. These people are selling it for 1500 rupees, which is not feasible. When something is available in Amazon for me 1000 rupees, what the hell? Why I'll buy this for 1500 rupees, even though it is made by university student and staff. So they have to cut down the cost. When they have to cut down the cost, they have to reduce the size, material cost. Now these people are again going back to a drawing room and then redesigning the project. This problem should not be there. Mind you, your innovation should go towards a perfect startup model. It is possible only when you are competitive enough. So you should always say that when they are pitching the idea, they will say, nobody has done this. Fine, Baba, nobody has done this. But you go and do your market research properly. Somebody would have done similar to this. Find out. Have a honest comparison. And then introspect your idea. Many times, nothing wrong in it. Many times, see, even ISRO, when they launched Chandrayaan 3, do you think like that when they got an idea, immediately they launched? How many tests, how many loops of cycles of testing would have been done? A robust testing, self-introspection would have been done. So same thing when you are launching a product also. That has to be done, my dear students. And this is crucial. As I told that technical viability, your innovative product का technical viability क्या है? Minimum valuable product, and minimum viable product क्या है? ये कोई पोटेंशियल है क्या? ये बिजनेस पूरी बिजनेस तरह के मॉडल तरह के बनने के लिए कोई पोटेंशियल है क्या है प्रोजेक्ट में? वो तो सोचना पड़ेगा. Whether it solves really the core need of the society, we have to see that. And what is the market strategy? And certain products, you can sell easily in apartment communities. Certain products, you are sellable only in rural communities. So आप तो सोचना पड़ेगा कौन सा बिजनेस मॉडल फिट है आपके प्रोडक्ट के लिए. वो सोच विचार करने के बाद आप प्रोडक्ट को मार्केट करना पड़ेगा, एडवर्टाइज करना का. सो एडवर्टाइजिंग मॉडल भी बहुत बड़ी बात है. You should take the experts' advice here that what kind of advertising model you should take so that your product reaches to the mass. Okay, and then this is another important one. What is that? This is of course ethical and legal points I have addressed in my last session. So आज तो मैं टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में भी थोड़ा सा बात किया है. मेरा पूरा एम्फोसिस है कि कैसा है ये जर्नी इनोवेशन से स्टार्टअप तक लेना पड़ेगा, क्या क्या उसमें क्रूशियल स्टेजेस है, उसके बारे में अभी तो मैं थोड़ा सा बताया है आप लोगों को. बट ये पूरा नक्सस है, टेक्नोलॉजी एथिकल एंड लीगल एस्पेक्ट्स का नक्सस है यहाँ, अ क्लोज नक्सस है यहाँ. एक आइडिया प्रोटोटाइप से स्टार्टअप जाने के वो रास्ते में ये तीनों का इंटरसेक्शन है. आप तो देखना पड़ेगा कैसा आपका प्रोडक्ट फिट होते हैं इंटरसेक्शन में. तो परफेक्ट इंटरसेक्शन मिल गया तो आपका प्रोडक्ट को वैलिडेशन किया है तो एथिकल लीगल एंड टेक्नोलॉजी के डायमेंशन से वो परफेक्ट मैच है तो आपका प्रोटोटाइप बिल्कुल वेरी गुड स्टार्टअप बिजनेस मॉडल के तरफ लॉन्च कर सकते हैं. ओके, बट माय डियर स्टूडेंट एट यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल्स, इफ इट हैज़ टू हैपन, दिस इज द मॉडल वी आर फॉलोइंग. IIC है हमारे पास TBI है, but student development cell is very much important here. If you have any student development activity that is going on, club level activity going on, that is the place वो जन्म स्थान है आइडिया के लिए. Lot of ideas like mushrooms they will be coming up, and all these ideas should be collected by a student development unit, and you can take it to IIC. अपन्ना जी एंड अदर प्रोफेसर्स हैं, बड़े बड़े प्रोफेसर्स वो मदद कर सकते हैं आपको. IIC से आप एक टेक्नोलॉजी बिजनेस इंक्यूबेटर है तो आपका यूनिवर्सिटी में अच्छा है, नहीं है तो आप लिंकेज करना पड़ेगा. वहाँ आपको मेंटरिंग मिलेगा, फाइनेंशियल के एड के बारे में वो लोग तो मदद करते हैं. ये सब कुछ मिलने के बाद ए फ्यूजन का एनवायरनमेंट आपका यूनिवर्सिटी में एस्टैब्लिश करना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद पहले स्लाइड में हम देखा है ना, एक स्मॉल सीड, ए स्मॉल सैम्पलिंग, then now it becomes to a small plant, and this plant is not a company, it is a startup. If it has to become a company, ये तो बड़ा tree है. Okay, so if a seed has to become a tree, in between you will find the first hope of that seed, that is a plant. If you call the seed as an innovation, an idea as another level of expression, then definitely your startup is nothing but a small plant that is coming out of the seed because of the careful nurturing of culmination of mentoring, networking, and as well as cooperation between among all the units of university ecosystem. This is how we can make the innovation journey possible for a student and a department level to become an entrepreneur before coming out of a university or as a graduate, because this is so important these days. Your resume will not be sellable in the market if at all you are not involved in any one or more of these kind of terminologies that we have discussed in last half an hour or 20 minutes. This is how you can take up your journey of innovation to startup. I don't have much time, otherwise I would have emphasized each and everything very clearly. But thanks a lot, because always I leave for at least 6 minutes or 5 minutes for question and answer. I am so happy that if you are able to ask any one or two
Sir,
in the next 3 minutes. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Kishore sir, first of all, I acknowledge and thanks a lot. Reason being, the presentation was excellent, exceptional in the sense not as a formality. We had some medical emergency, so we had to rush somewhere, so it was delayed. But whatever I expected as innovation into prototype plus two inputs, where I have one question regarding ATL lab. Right now you are in Kanchipuram, right, sir?
Right now
So
I'm in
we are
Kanchipuram,
also,
ma'am. Yes.
so we are also mentor for 3 ATL labs. But
Yeah.
how do you, I mean, relate to them? Do you go physically or online also you do some exercise on ATL labs?
Yeah, ma'am. How we have done means last 1 year I'm traveling with, I've adopted nearly 4 schools here. In this school, what happened? No, in the initial days, I have received less support. Like there are no proper teacher, a dedicated teacher who can work on behalf of me. And so I used to come often physically here. It is 70 kilometers from Chennai. So I travel often here around 15 days once. I'll sit with these children. I have made 20 tinkers. I started like this. 20 tinkers, I named them as. I have selected by conducting an examination out of 100 students, I have selected 20. For these 20 students, first I started telling what is Arduino board, what is resistor, what is capacitor, right? What are small things, what is solar panel, what is LCD, what is microscope. I used to show some components to them. Then afterwards, slowly, luckily, I had one teacher, Miss Vaishnavi. So she came, when she came into the lab, then I got one companion of me who can take my ideas forward. इसके बाद मैं थोड़ा सा frequency तो reduce किया है. I used to come only 1 month once. Next time webinars. I used to connect with other experts also to the school. And you believe or not, we have done a very big exhibition for the parents in the last 3 months before on Science Day, and all the projects were displayed. It is a continuous effort, ma'am, hand in hand effort, and we have also had a linkage with one industry guy also who supplied equipment for this lab, and we are closely engaging with that guy. We created a WhatsApp group. Weekly reports we are updating. Every Saturday, the ATL in charge here has to prepare a report and update to me. So it's a very close coordination over a period of 1 year.
Beautiful.
Over a 1 year.